Alright everybody, welcome back. This is X-Wing RLJ playing Subnautica on the PS5. This is my walkthrough. Today we're going to be looking for more of the Cyclops blueprints, the Moonpool blueprints, and the Modification Station blueprints. This is going to be a different location than we looked at in the last video. So let's start with our static starting point for the with the beacon here. And once you get to that spot, you're going to head due north. You're going to head over this little underwater hill here. You'll come to the seaweed area. You want to keep going through it. Then the bottom will drop out, and you will see what looks like mushroom trees, so to speak. They're not actually mushroom, but if you look up a map online, this area will be identified as the mushroom forest, despite the fact that it's not actually mushrooms. But all the components that we're looking for is going to be in this mushroom area, this mushroom tree area of the map. Before we get started on the standard search of the area, we're gonna check out a bit of wreckage that has sunk here. It's actually sitting on top of one of these mushroom tree things. You'll continue north to find it. It'll be hard to miss. Just continue north. You can see it's right along. You can see the dark spot there towards the top of the screen. That's it. And it's in this mushroom forest here, right next to that lip where the red seagrass is growing. So you want to start in here. Now, what you'll find in here and how much of it you'll find in here will vary. Again, the search for the components and stuff are a little bit randomized. Rather than having a set spawn point, there are sets of potential spawn points where you may or may not find something, and what you find may be different. I'm going to switch to the rebreather. There's no radiation danger here, so the rebreather will keep you from wasting your oxygen. So we got a power cell charger here. I didn't mention that, but those are here as well. We'll be able to get that whole blueprint set right here from this wreckage. You just need two, and that's the first one. Okay, and then this here is a modification station fragment. We need a couple of those. That's our first one. There's another power cell fragment, power cell charger fragment. The modification station is what you use to upgrade your upgrades. Once you build the initial set of upgrade, like for example the depth upgrade for the sea moth, which allow you to go to deeper level. Okay, here's a Cyclops hull fragment. I'll need that. Anyhow, I was saying the depth module that allow your sea moth to go deeper. The first one you'll build with the fabricator that is built into, or that you'll have to build into the Moonpool once you get that built. But once you do get it built, you can once you have that mod, the modification station is what you use to upgrade that mod, so that you can go to continually deeper levels as far down as 900 meters with the sea moth. I think it's 1,700 meters, somewhere 1,700 to 2,000 meters for the Cyclops. The light stick, you don't need this, but you know, if you want to make your base look nicer or whatever, or put lights around your base, that's definitely an option. I think that's about it in this piece of wreckage. Like I said, what you'll find may vary a little bit. I think the power cell chargers are pretty much guaranteed here. I'm not 100% sure. But there's a power transmitter in here. There's a light stick in here. You may find one or more pieces of the Cyclops, like we found the hull piece. I think I found 2 pieces in here the last game I played, if I remember correctly. But then you also find some modification station fragments. Now the rest of what we're looking for is all going to be on the ocean floor here, not on top of the mushroom trees, but down on the bottom. And there are enough fragments that you can finish the Cyclops except for the engines. You can get all the bridge fragments and all of the hull fragments here on the ocean floor. If you haven't found any to this point, you can find all of them. They have enough in the mushroom forest here to find them all. But it may take a while. You can see my video is 16 minutes long, a little over 16 minutes. I actually spent over an hour in here searching around. Another thing you can get in here is lithium. It's just sitting on the surface, so it's real easy to get. It's pretty safe. You don't have to worry about depth issues. You don't have to worry about aggressive animals. And lithium is definitely essential for some of the construction, base construction, like reinforcements and whatnot. You'll also need it to make plasteel ingots later when you're ready to build your Cyclops. So you're going to need a bunch of lithium. So picking it up while you're in here looking for your Cyclops stuff and your Moonpool is definitely a good idea. So we get another bridge fragment here, and I believe this is our 3rd one, which will complete our bridge.
New blueprint acquired.
That means we just need some hull. Oh, almost missed that. That's a little modification table fragment. Modification station. And that completes the modification station blueprint. There's another bridge fragment. This is where I finished getting the titanium. Here's another hull fragment. Since I'm out here, let me go ahead and get a scan of this jelly ray. It's not aggressive. Just filling out my data banks. Back to the sea moth, do a little searching. Moonpool fragments are hard to find, and not because they're hidden, but just because they're not very big. So in fact, there's one right there. You can see it just looks like 2 little pieces of metal sticking up out of the ground. So it's easy to miss, especially if it actually spawns inside some of that grass, the seagrass there. It might be pretty easy to miss because then it's got something covering it. So we'll keep searching. In the interest of time, I'll go double speed. I've also edited out, I think most if not all of the additional stops I made for picking up lithium, except for this one. I believe the rest of them are all edited out though, just to cut down on the length of the video. Really, you're just exploring the area. You're going to do a lot of exploration in the game up here on the surface. You'll do some as we start going down deep, but not nearly as much. There's another bridge component. Now, LifePod 13, we don't have a waypoint for that yet. The radio hasn't given it to us, but it will eventually. So once it pops, we'll have already been here, so we won't have to come back. The life pods are all static locations. They don't change at all, no matter how many times you've played it before. So here's my sea moth. Oh, there it is. One of the nice things about the Moonpool is once you get it built, you can change the colors of your sea moth. Your color scheme, which I do because this white color is actually really hard to see with a lot of the underwater world. So it definitely would be a good idea to change it unless you like to have camouflage for no reason, since it doesn't deter or confuse any of the aggressive creatures. Now that is a shark in this game. It's the shark of this game. You can see it attacks and it does damage your sea moth. Usually they're really persistent and they'll keep attacking over and over again, but this one, for some reason, set initial attack and then just kind of wanders off. When we go get the Cyclops engines, we're going to have to deal with it over and over again. Because the location where the engine fragments are is surrounded by, I don't know, 4 or 5 of those sharks, and they're very persistent. Another Cyclops bridge fragment. Another modification station fragment. My inventory's getting kind of full, so I'll just leave that there. And we'll keep looking. Now the seafloor does drop off a bit, so you got to make sure you keep an eye on your depth. Don't forget that yellow 200. That yellow number is the depth that you can go before you start taking crush damage. There's 2 modifications that you absolutely should get. One is a hull upgrade and one is your depth upgrade. There's another bridge piece. The hull upgrade will allow you to hit these fish as you're moving around, and when you inadvertently hit them, you take damage a lot of times. So you see my sea moth health is down to 94 because I hit one of those jelly rays. When you get the hull upgrade, that doesn't happen. It stops the damage from that. Okay, here's another Cyclops hull fragment. Yep, that will complete the Cyclops blueprint. So that means we have 2 of the 3 blueprints completed for the Cyclops. We have 1 of the Adrian fragments. We need 2 more. But like I said, we're not going to get that on this video. That's in a different location. Okay, so entered out my little material hunt there. Just keep searching, and all you do is just keep looking around and looking around. Like I said, I spent over an hour looking around out here, and I edited out the video, cut out, about a little over 45 minutes of search time. You don't need to see every grueling minute to get you through the walkthrough. So again, keep close eye on that depth. I actually cross it here in a minute, momentarily. It gives you a warning that you reach your limit, but it doesn't give you that warning until yeah, there it is. It doesn't give you that warning until you actually hit it. It doesn't say you're approaching it or anything like that. It just says, hey, you're at your depth and you're gonna start taking damage. So you'll want to head out that way. Again, there's a Leviathan creature out that way. Watch the mushroom things. Again, the hull damage upgrade, the hull upgrade that you can build will reduce and/or eliminate that issue. Yep, there I hit it again. The drill arm I spoke about in the last video is out in that direction over there. You gotta be careful because there's sharks and a Leviathan out there that are not too kind. A whole fragment over there we don't need. You saw one type of fragment for the Moonpool. There is a second type. As far as what it looks like. That was me cutting out a half hour of searching. And here's where I found my last Moonpool piece. Right there. Like I said, this one looks different. It looks more of a cylinder. But that's it. That's the Moonpool. And that's it for this video. So if you liked it, if this was helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video.